Yeah, what I'll do is I'll myself and how Aarohi came into existence, and from there I will make a small presentation about what we call as child-based education, and about little about Aarohi, and then we can have an open Q&A kind of for whatever questions or thoughts you want to discuss and share. Yeah. So, hi, my name is Ratnesh, and uh, me and my wife Aditi, we started working with children, or rather, being with children, more importantly, uh, somewhere around year 1999, 2000. So that's quite a many years back. And uh, as we worked with children, or rather observed children, I would say that's a better term. As we observed children, as we interacted with them, what we learned from them was very different from the kind of education at least we had gone through. And they gave us very interesting insights, and they gave us many insights, and have been still giving. We are still learning from children. But the two most important insights that I would like to share, which I do every time, is that one is that children like to do what they like to do. That's the first thing we learn. Now, this seems very simple when we say children like to do what they like to do. But if you really think about it, it's a big deal, because in some ways, meaning in some ways, we adults actually do what we like to do, most of us. Uh, but the thing is that children like to do what they like to do meant that they're totally driven when it comes to their interests, their choices, their preferences. Their energy is like channelized into it, and that's something that we observed in all the children, whether they are toddlers or teenagers, so all the age groups. The second thing that the children showed us was that, hey, they have all the resources they need to learn, all the resources. I don't mean physical resources. Obviously, none of us have all the physical resources. But what was important was that they have all the internal resources they need. They know how to learn, how to explore. Although each one might be very different, it may not be same. In fact, it is not the same. Between me and my wife, only there is so much, difference in how we learn and how we approach. But the resources are all there in all of us. So when we took these two main, understandings from children, we thought that, hey, it can be an amazing way to do education where we honor these two things. One is the all the resources, and let their resources drive them, and uh, and also, uh, you know give them the space to do what they want to do. So that's how Arohi got formed, because we didn't find a space where children could just about learn and explore what they wanted to do. So we formed Arohi to give that space. And talking about, so that's how Arohi was born. Arohi formally came into place at 2008. So it's been, yeah, about whatever, 13, 14 years. Sorry, more than that, 17, 18 years now since Arohi has been, uh, you know, and we have been working with a lot of children. I have two children of my own. My daughter is 27, my son is 21. Both of them have not gone to school, no 10th or 12th, no college, no degree, no certificates. They've just gone ahead and always did things that they like doing, as in their interest. And from there, they have built themselves. And now they are obviously professionals in their respective fields. Yeah. So yeah, so that's the little background about me, and obviously we had the fortune to work with thousands of children and so many families over all of these years, and that's something that we like to share with people, and that's why we are here every Saturday. Share with them that there are many options, and one doesn't necessarily have to only follow the conventional education. There's nothing wrong or right about conventional education. It's absolutely fine. But if it does not work for you or your child, either of the two, yeah, then you can definitely look at you know, seeing how you can, how else you can work with your child. Yeah. So let me share with you a small presentation and quickly. Yeah, I hope you can see the slide.
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, right. So when we use there are a lot of terms. Some people call it homeschooling, unschooling, open learning, free education, free learning, blah blah blah. There are so many terms, uh, and perhaps all the terms are fine. We like to call it child-based education because we think that is what very closely describes about this whole approach. So it is not about schooling. So we don't like the terms related to schooling, but it's more about how this particular child wants to grow, what kind of areas, domains, interests, abilities, skills, energies this child wants to explore, want to build upon his or her life upon, right? So that's what we think is child-based education, totally based on that individual child. No other curriculum, nobody to judge or assess or drive the child, but the child himself or herself. Much like how a toddler does it, when your children are very young, 1 year, 2 years, even 3 years, I would say. I think Aditya mentioned his daughter or son, I forgot, 3 years. Um, so you see, they are so driven. They want to explore. They want to, spend time in doing things that they like doing things. So they are the most amazing, you can say, leaders of their learning. They're so crazy for learning about their environment, and they're picking all the time, doing something here, there. You may not like many things that they are doing, and you may like many things that they are doing. That's a different question. But they are from their side building their own education. Now, if a child can learn a complete mother tongue and many other things without really any teaching, without any subjects, without any curriculum, without any so-called structure, in an age of 0 to 2, 3, 4, then why can't the child do it all his life? I mean, it's so natural. It's so natural to learn, to explore, to build upon oneself. So that's the whole thought. Obviously, this brings a lot of questions. So I will address few of these common questions. The first question, that when we talk about this, they say, "Oh, if the child has all the freedom, then what will be the child's curriculum?" Well, the curriculum is there, just that the curriculum is built around the child's interest. Why should curriculum be something that somebody else decides? Why not the child decides that this is what I want to learn? Somebody may want to play cricket, and somebody may want to do swimming. Somebody may want to do crochet, and somebody may want to write, and somebody may want to uh, dance, and somebody may want to do makeup, and somebody may want to do, uh, you know, build rockets. Really, it's each up to each one. Because when we do, including adults, when we do what we really like do, it's complete immersion. We don't think about time, we don't think about anything else, we are like totally into it. In any case, life isn't about some subjects. Life is about anything that you do in life, anything you can pick as a profession, or your purpose for your living life, and that is fine. You can be a gardener and earn millions. Why not? If you want to earn millions, obviously. So it's not about what you do. If it's not about what you do, then why certain things have to be learned? There is nothing like that. We can always learn when we need to learn something, right? So that's the whole idea. So the child learns based on what the child is interested in, uh, and the child gets a lot of exposes a lot of things, explores a lot of things. Um, so people say, oh, if that is the case, then what will the child learn? The child will just go here and there. There's no structure. But actually, that's not true. In fact, there's a lot of structure in child-based education, but the structure is created by the child. Obviously, when children are younger, like 3, 4, 5, 6, it may not look like a structure like the written down structure, but that's not required at that age. They are anyway just so much exposing themselves and exploring. We don't really need to have a written down structure. But as they grow older, they start building their own structures. They say, okay, I'll spend time on this. I want to have resources about this. I want to go deeper into this. And then they actually start driving their own day and week and month and year. And as they grow even older, as teenagers, they go deeper into selected things which they want to, and that's what brings builds their domain skills and domain knowledge, and then they can become professionals in that field. The key is that they're very kind of driven by themselves. The third thing people ask is, hey, but how will learning happens within quotes teachers? Well, we are not saying that there's no teachers, but the child can literally learn from anybody. And can learn from a YouTube video. The child can learn from, let's say, me or you. The child can come and say, hey, teach me this. You know how to do this. Or the child can learn from another child, or the child can learn from a book, or the child can just simply learn by doing, which is one of the most amazing things. How we all learn. In fact, we most of us say, hey, I learned the job by learning on the job, as in by doing the job. The more I did work in a particular industry, more I learned about that industry and the skills I developed within that industry. So if we are saying I learned maximum when I joined my job, that is equal to saying, hey, I can learn even earlier when I do something. So doing is the real hero. If you and children love doing, and so do all of us. We most of us don't want to just sit and get bored, so we like doing things. So that's the doing part. And if you say, but what about assessment? Well, frankly, why do we need to be assessed? What is more important according to us is self reflection or self assessment, where I track myself, I take feedback, I build my own portfolio of skills and expertise and knowledge and domain as I grow older. In the younger days, possibly there is just no need of assessment. I'm just learning lots of different things, and I will pick up, as I said, if I miss anything. Let's say I've become 30 and I don't know what is Pythagoras theorem. Let's say I haven't even heard of it, and today I need it for some reason. I can just go ahead and learn it. What's the big deal, right? We have somehow made big deals about these whole things, and then we say, no, no, no. Only if you have learned it before, you will be becoming something. That's absolutely not required. Uh, yeah, meaning if somebody wants to do it that way, there's nothing wrong with it. But when we grow out of our own self-reflection, our own understanding of what we want to do, then that brings a kind of a self-confidence, self-reliance, a kind of, it builds me from the inside out. So if you say, what about job? What about professional, becoming a professional in your field? And we say, yep. So there are two options for people exploring child-based education. They can at any point go back into the system, get into 10th or 12th, or even before, you can get back into school, or you can give a 10, 12th, and or give it through NIOS, kind of open boards, just an exam, and then get into degree system. So that's one option, obviously. The other option is what we call as self-led passion to profession, where you actually become a professional by working in that field, in that industry. The best part is the industry today is not really running behind degrees. In fact, it's not giving value to degrees. It's giving more value to what work you have done. So if you can do work in that industry and then show that work. So our children who have not done 10, 12th, or gone with degree, they are called as work certified, because they that so that they can either get employment if they are uh, if they are on their own, or kind of in a smaller group, then they can get clients based on the work that they have already done. So that's called work certified rather than degree certified. But if somebody wants a degree, that's also option is available. There's no big deal about it. Yeah, so many of our children have chosen both passion to profession, as well as uh, the going to the 10th and 12th, and getting a degree. So that's really a personal choice, or the family's choice. We don't really have a big say in that. Um, so that's little about what we call as child-based education. Again, you can use terms like homeschooling, unschooling, whatever terms you want to use. They're all the same according to me. It's finally, when you are doing any of this, it's what makes you use how you work. The whole idea is to connect with the child's passions, child's capabilities, and that's what we do. We work closely with the child, and help the child develop that. If we are directly working with the child, If you are working with a parent, then we help you to do that with the child at home or however you are doing it. Yeah. So very quickly, how do we work? Arohi itself, uh, uh, in Arohi, learning happens the way actually it happens in anybody's life. There are, let's say, four aspects to it. Uh, let's say I want to learn something, I will decide that this is what I want to learn. Let's say I want to learn crochet. So I'll say, I want to learn crochet because maybe I saw somebody doing. How am I going to learn? Am I going to learn from a video? Am I going to go to that person and ask him to show me? Or do I want to just try myself? So what is my design and what do I need for it? What resources? Once I have, once I know how I want to do it, which I will figure out, I go ahead and do it. And once I do it, then I can reflect back. Um, uh, I can reflect how I was, what I liked, what I did not like, and so on and so forth. And then finally, and so on. So that's how the cycle goes. Yeah, I see a question in the chat. We'll come to questions in a while. So that cycle goes on a hourly, minutely basis, and maybe for all of us, it goes on for all our life. Even as adults, we are all the time going this route. Deciding, designing, doing, and reflecting back, and then again deciding and going on round and round. Yeah. So that's how. And there are two parts we divide education in. One is the learn something that I don't know. Like I was giving the example of crochet. So if I don't know crochet and I'm now trying to learn crochet, so that way I'm learning crochet. The other side is the development, which is the skills or the abilities that I already have. I need to just develop them. For example, I have the ability to be responsible, or I have the ability to talk, right? Now I can develop my talking skills or develop my ability to be responsible or to persevere or to think or to problem solve and so on. So that is the development part, much like our muscles. We already have the muscles, we just need to develop them. So learning. And all of this we do in an environment of interdependence, which means there are children of all ages, there are adults of all ages, of all types around, and this whole group is together, and we are all functioning within this group with all its group. So that's kind of child-based education at Aarohi happens. To give you a little more details of that, um, again, I'll share about 5 points. The first point is, which I already shared, is that each child builds his her own dynamic, personalized plan. We call it dynamic because it keeps on changing, keeps on evolving based on the child's interests, because interests evolve, especially when they are younger age. Um, and the second part is obviously to when I have an interest, I try to seek resources, materials, projects, people whom I can connect with, collaborate with, do things with based on my interests. So the interest leads me to all of these things, all the explorations that I want to have. The third thing that we focus on is a lot of real world experiences. So we go travel a lot, meet a lot of people, connect with a lot of places, do a lot of things outside all over the place actually. So if I want to explore baking, I can go to a bakery and find out, hey, how a bakery is baking, let's say a bread or a cake or something like that. So that's my exposure to how actually it happens in baking, other than just baking at home, right? That's just one small example. Uh, at the same time, while we are exposing all of ourselves to a lot of real world, we also work a lot on the inside world. That is myself, my emotions, my social relationships, my own leading about myself, my responsibility, myself as a human being. Because that's really a space to understand myself. Yeah. So a lot of work between the outside world and the inside world. Um, that is what we do at Aarohi. And finally, as I mentioned, if there's a teenager who is looking at going into a professional space by doing work in the industry, then that's how they do it. They do it by working in the industry, doing projects, uh, doing internships, doing a lot of interactions with the actual industry to become what they want to, or get into the professions that they want to get into. Yeah. So that's the right. I just want to once again clarify the children can go back to 10th, 12th and go back to college if that's what they want to, or they can continue and become professionals. So that choice is definitely the child's choice or the family's choice. So who are we? Well, we are a community. So Aarohi is not a school, but Aarohi is a community of families who have been doing this kind of education over so many years with so many families, and we have that whole pool available um, to get support from. What are the options we have for you? The first option that we have is we have a campus. It's about 60 kilometers from Bangalore, in a village, and it's a residential campus. So children above 9 are, they can stay here and do their education, so to say, together with all of us, with all different ages, by doing all that we discussed till now. So that's primarily for 9 to 21 years, this campus. For younger children, obviously staying here alone will not be possible. So there is an option, at least for parents staying close by to our campus, to come 1 week in a month. That also is you subscribe for a year, and then every month you keep coming for 1 week. So that's the other option. Obviously, for parents who are far away from campus or do not want to be part of the campus, that's absolutely fine. We have something called as Aarohi Deep, which is like a group of parents who are in different cities and who are meeting on a weekly, daily basis, connecting with each other and seeing how we can add uh, value uh, into the child's education, into the child's learning and growth. So this is a program for parents, not for children. And again, minimum duration is 1 year. So both for at campus and for this online Aarohi Deep Parents Group, both is 1 year minimum. And you can carry on, obviously, after that. You need not be only here for 1 year. Finally, we also have a shorter program. This is more for parents, and it's actually called as an unparenting program. It's an intense program, but it's to open you up to the immense possibilities inside the child, and also understand ourselves as a parent, because we say finally we can't do all of this education bit without first understanding ourselves as a parent and understanding the child as a human being. So if that understanding is not there, then everything else becomes something to do, right? But when this understanding is there, then it's a different thing. So Jagriti is, like, we call it like a must do. If you're especially if you're wanting to do anything like child based education, whether you do it with ROE or anywhere else, or at your home, homeschooling, unschooling, but you do Jagriti not for the child, but to understand yourself and to understand the child, and that lays the foundation for more and more educational work. Yeah, so these are the three offerings that we have specifically. uh, well, to end this slide, I'm just saying that our whole idea of education is based on a simple thought that, hey, the child is already a powerful being. If we can help the child become more and more power, discover her or his own treasures, make himself or herself stronger from inside, then anywhere the child flies, any branch the child sits, any domain the child explores, the child can enjoy there and thrive there. That's the whole idea. Yeah. So let me pause here, and yeah, right. Let me now invite more people on video so that we can have discussion. You can ask questions, or you can just share your thoughts. So please, more people join us on the video so that we can also have a visual connect. Our meetups are very informal, so you can ask any questions about your child or about the child-based education or about Aarohi. Yeah. It would be nice if you bring on video. If I'm just talking to a list of names, that's not very interesting. So, yeah, it's just also a way of acknowledging our effort to come here and connect with you. So please do on the video if possible. Right, and thoughts.
I'll just go first.
Sure.
Thanks, Ratnesh. Uh, it's really interesting to know different things on the professional level, like how they can go into a profession, uh, other stuff. Quickly, I just have a question because I discussed about homeschooling or unschooling, child-based education with my friends who are
Hmm.
already sending their kids to school. Many people has this opinion of if they don't go to school, they'll miss out on friendships, interaction with other kids, the social life, etc. So I'm a little confused. Like, is it true, or how exactly a kid can get into the social life if they're like unschooling or homeschooling?
Okay. But so interestingly, you mentioned that their children are already going to school. If they haven't experienced, how can they say that the child will haven't done something and then they're saying if you they should not say about that. They can say about the schooling, but they shouldn't say about something that they have not experienced. That's not fair, right? Let's ask somebody who has done that. So we have Preeti with us. Let's ask, I'll direct your question to Preeti. Preeti, you can start with an introduction so they will know. So Preeti has been
Yeah,
there, done that, been doing that. Her daughter with her daughter, their family has been doing that. Yeah.
somehow I
So
knew you
Preeti,
will be doing this.
Preeti, you answer that. I'll just get a water bottle. My throat is getting a little dry.
Done,
I'll get a
done,
water
done,
bottle.
done.
Yeah, yeah. You answer that
Yes,
question.
yes. So, firstly, is my voice audible? Hello, hello. So, hi everyone. I'm Preeti. We are a family in Mumbai, and we have been part of our family since 6 years now. We started our open learning journey when our daughter was 7 years old. She is now 13, and she is thriving. She's doing super with her interest, with her whatever she loves doing. So she enjoys everything thoroughly, and she's excelling in everything. So it has also been because of a lot of exposure has also come because of being part of our community. So which helps like when we are part of a community of like-minded people. So what happens is we get to know a lot more different ideas and different areas where a child can explore or see, okay, this is also a possibility, that is also a possibility. So why I'm sharing this, because sometimes when we are doing this journey solo by ourselves at home or something, then it becomes little overwhelming. So surely having a community around and people around helps. So that is one. Coming to your question, Aditya. So last 6 years we have been in this journey. Social life, to be honest, uh, um, I would say that Mishri, our daughter, she has been uh, enjoying every part of her open learning journey, whether people were there of her age or not there of her age. She made friends with everybody of all ages, starting from 1 or 2 year old till 99-year-old. Ragnesh is also her friend, and I'm also her friend. So, and believe me, once they are open to this idea of making friends and socializing with everybody and anybody and everybody around, when once they are open to this idea, then they do it. Whereas when they are not open to this idea and they are restricted to a school structure where only my age group people can be my friends, then it restricts their mindset. This is what my understanding is. I'm not sure if with everybody it will happen. And sure, everybody is individual, like everybody is different. So with everybody it will be different. But commonly, we can expose them to the idea of socializing with the whole world. Why to restrict to a class of say 15, 20, or 30 children? right? So that is where I'm coming from as social mistake. So socializing is open with society people also, with wherever you travel, or all age groups in the family, all age groups in a community. So that way means I hope I've given some answer to the question.
Cool. Yeah, I got the answer. Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, so Aditya, important is how do we define socializing? That
Yeah,
is the important question. The moment Preeti opened this definition to I can socialize with anybody in this world of any age, then there is like millions of people to socialize with.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I think Bhavna had asked in the chat.
I will also want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
add
add,
little,
add.
Ratnesh, ki, even when they, so now you know that the whole world is open for us online, right? Before COVID, that was not an idea, but now it is a very clear idea, and the whole world is really open. So believe me, we are in Mumbai, and Aarohi is, campus is in Bangalore, and across the globe, lots of families are connected with Aarohi. So we have met mostly online. Okay, but even if we have seen each other only online, and when we go and meet physically first time, then it doesn't feel like that you're meeting that person first time, right? So it feels very close, very like your friends and all of that. And with all of us, it has happened. Like with me also, my daughter also, my husband also, everybody. So that way, I'm trying to say that the world is open. So just that, yeah.
Great. Super. Thank you, Priti. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I think Bhavna has asked, I'm not sure, she's saying mix of homeschooling and unschooling doesn't confuse. So Bhavna, I don't know what is homeschooling. I don't know what is unschooling. I would say these are just terms. Don't go by the term, right? The whole idea is to 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 have the plan according to what the child wants. That's why we call it child-based education. The child is the hero of his movie, right? Or her movie, right? Not any term called homeschooling, unschooling. Please throw all these terms away. Say my education is about my child, right? And what how this child. So if something is working for the child, obviously you will changing, and if something is working for the child, you will continue that, and that will keep on changing. That's why it's a dynamic learning plan. It cannot be a static plan, right? Unlike a schooling system, which is a static plan. It's a given. You have to learn this year, next this year, next this year. It's a static plan. With a dynamic plan, it changes on a day-to-day basis, not even forget week, month. So children are uh, very explorative, at especially at younger ages, easily up to 14, 15, 16. They're very explorative. They want to do lots and lots of different things, explore lots and lots of different things, and that's the beauty of childhood, that you want to explore so many things. You're not in a hurry to conclude that this is it, I want to only do this. Some do. I'm not saying everybody does it like this, but the major population, if you say so, in that sense, there is no hurry uh, to box it into anything. Just go along the child, and build it around the child. Yeah, that's the whole idea of a child based education.
Sorry, just had one more question.
Sure. But did
Since
I
you mentioned
answer
there is
your
no,
question? If that was I didn't really understand the question. I
there
just
is no mix, or there is no specific term to it. You're not giving a homeschooling or an unschooling term to it. I just wanted to know, how do I reevaluate at every step? Because how would I know that my kid would need school or might not need school? I mean, we don't look at progress, is what I've learned, or I've seen many interviews of parents. We don't look at uh, a weekly or daily progress of the kid. How else do I evaluate that I am on the right track?
So,
okay.
Bhavna,
Preeti
I
wants to
would
answer
like to,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I want to ask you, do you want to evaluate, or do you want your child to know what he or she wants? So what I'm trying to say is ki, whether you come to know or not come to know, but your child will surely come to know what he or she wants. right?
At
So, and
an
then
early age, say my daughter is only three, almost three now. I mean, how long can I continue with her not sending to school and exploring at her own will?
Please, whole of her
When
life.
is it
Please,
for me
please.
to?
Request, let her live her life. She is at 3 perfectly capable of doing what she wants to do at 3, and she will be perfectly capable at 9 and at 13 and at 18 and at 33 and at 53. That is the beauty of the child. We haven't understood the children. We have only have a system, and we want to put the child in a system. Nothing wrong with that if that is the choice you're making. But if we want to understand the child, then at 3-year old the child is a perfectly capable learner. I don't know if you were at the beginning when I was mentioning about how your child has learned at least mother tongue. Correct, Pavna?
Mm,
That means the child is perfectly capable of learning a complete language on her own. No grammar teacher sat with her, no English Hindi teacher, whatever is your mother tongue, whichever language she learned, nobody sat down with her, but she learned everything. She figured out the syntax, she figured out the sentence making, she figured out what word is for what. She may even figure out whom to speak to in another language. Maybe the mother speaks another language, maybe a relative speaks another language, and they figure it out. So when a child at 3 can figure out all of this, we need to hold the child with the amazement that the child brings to us. But we are not doing that. We are thinking something else has to evaluate the child. But please think about it. If we can just understand our child first, forget all systems. The biggest system is the child himself or herself. Can we invest into that, the child with you? Please invest into understanding your own child, and you will discover such amazing things from the child. And then we sink in that. I'm not saying we don't do anything. We have lots to do, lots to have fun, lots to enjoy things with them. But there is no hurry to reach somewhere. There is no right. It's like now I ask you, Bhavna, are you the right Bhavna at this age? There is no right Bhavna. How you are at this age is how you have want to. And tomorrow you want something else in your life, you will make those, you will get do that. So that's exactly, we are all the time evolving as human beings. There is no right or wrong. We are all the time growing, evolving, changing. So interestingly, the word Arohi means to evolve, right? That's why we call it Aarohi life, because we are our life is constantly evolving. It's not a track on which we have to walk. It's a journey from within to outside, where we have to see what is it that we want to do. So when you are where you are coming is, hey, you are concerned whether am I doing the right thing? Is she getting the right thing? Is she moving in the right direction? So you have to remove the rights. Then you are saying, is she moving in many directions? Ah. Is she doing exploring a lot of things? Ah. What else is she liking to explore? Ah. What else would I like to bring to her? Ah. So then the possibilities increase. Then you're not caught in the whole thing of assessing neither yourself nor the child. In some ways the child will assess herself, but the assessment is not the right wrong kind. Yes, the child will come back and say, I didn't enjoy that particular thing. Okay, I don't enjoy singing. I don't want to sing. I want to dance only. Okay. Okay, good. You dance. So see, the child is assessing, because the child is only figuring out that I don't like to sing and I would like to dance. And the same child after 2 years will say, I would like to sing now. So the assessment is also constant. There is no one fixed thing. And that is the beauty of human beings. We explore things, we move back, we move forward, we move left side, we move right side, and but we keep on engaging with this world around us, at the same time exploring ourselves. To me, that is education: to find myself, to explore myself, to develop myself, not bother about what the world is trying to give me, but what I want to take from this world, and what I want to give to this world. So if you come in from that understanding, which is why I was talking about the Jagrati program. I was saying, if you want to do any of this, first do the Jagrati program, because in Jagrati we talk about, not about education, we first talk about how can we understand the child, and then how can we understand ourselves as parents. Because if I haven't understood how I want to be with the child, and how the child is, then rest of it, then the education will more again become a checklist. Oh, have I done this, have I done this? Then you are again going by some external checklist. Yeah. So that's the invitation, is the Jagrati program that we do. It's a short program, but it will totally make you think about, hey, about understanding your child from so many different perspectives and understanding yourself as a parent. How do I understand? How do I connect with my child? How do I build a relationship with the child? Rest about education, well, a lot can happen in this whole journey. And that is for you to enjoy and explore, not come with a standard fixed thing. But the whole your child, and your whole family as a team can really, really enjoy this journey. The best part about doing this is to have a lot of joy, a lot of fun, lot of togetherness on a day-to-day basis. Not tension and stress. Then what's the point?
Sorry about that, but then the validations, if it's from the outside world or within a joint family setup, and that's an everyday validation that she's still not doing that. If that impacts the kid,
No, it won't impact
mm,
the kid if it doesn't impact you. You have to let go of those validations. Those validations are not required. We don't need to live a life out of people's validation. We need to live a life out of ourselves. The child needs to understand, what are my strengths, what are my talents, what are my interests, what are my energies, not what the world wants me to do. If I understand that, then I can easily prosper in this world. Most of us are too worried about what the world will think. And, you know, in Hindi they say sabse bada rog kya kahenge log. I don't know how many of you connect with Hindi, but that's the biggest disease. If I'm thinking about what the world will think, I need to first understand myself. To me, education is all about understanding myself. We have made education into trying to get you a job. We have molded our education system into a job creation system rather than understanding myself system. So that's the whole idea. Jobs and all we will get. All our children are very, very smart. Don't worry about it. You get them to exercise their smartness right from day one, which they are already doing. I'm sure your 3-year-old has shown enough smartness in 3 years to you to tell you that she is amazing, isn't she? Right. That's what we need to hold.
Sarvesh, I want to bring in exactly this idea here. Ki, as parents, we need to, I think, look at ourselves and ask a question to ourselves: ki, what is really education to us? Is
Yeah.
education actually knowing knowledge, knowing facts? Is education, or or a person being able to maneuver in any situation in life is education, or anything else? What is education? If my child is uh, like able to, also adding on to Aditya's question and Bhavna's question here, if a child is able to connect with n number of people across the globe and is able to talk to them about whatever he or she wants, or about whatever he or she has on her plate and wants to show it to the world, if the child is able to do all of that, then beyond that, what is education? Is it really the facts and figures which are written in books? If you just click one word on Google, or now the AI is like big hua. So there you click a button, you get all the information. So why do you need to mug up and keep that information in your head called education? It's not education, right? Today, earlier in our times, maybe that education meant something because we did not have access to these computers and the wide, information which is so easily available today. So, uske karan we need to mug up and have everything in our head. We need to know what is square. You need to know what is square, and when we are talking, then we understand together what is square, right? But today, if I don't understand what is square and somebody is talking to me in language which has a word called square, I will immediately check on Google what is square and then I can talk to that person. Right? In today's world, education doesn't really mean things that are written in book because that is available to us at just one click. Whereas if a person can do things, I don't know how to closing.
Yeah, I think that's why we say there's a lot more to think. If you're thinking, so one is the best news when you all are here, to me, is that you are thinking about your child, not about an education, but you're thinking about your child, and that is what makes my people say, "Hey, how come you are here every Saturday?" I've been doing this for last 6 years, every single Saturday. What brings you every single Saturday, 5 to 6, talking to people, right? And I'll say, to me, what really energizes me is that all of you are thinking about your child, not about some education, but about your child. And if we can start, since you have already started that, not if, since you have already started thinking about it, please don't stop. Please think more. Please question everything. And as much you want to gain from us, understand from us, discuss with us, we are available. Not just we are available every Saturday, we are available in many other forms. But what I'm trying to is almost congratulate you that you are thinking like that. You're thinking about your child. Whether your child is 3 years or 9 years or 13 years, that doesn't matter. What matters is that you are thinking about your child and how I can create something for this child rather than create my child for the system which exists. Again, per se, nothing wrong with that. If that is your choice, that's okay. But if the choice is to build something around the child and build a journey of joy and togetherness of doing things, and that is what child based education is. Okay, let's take more questions. We have Ajay, we have Soumya, Anu. Anybody more questions? Whatever is coming to your mind.
Yeah, hi, my name is Ajay.
Yeah,
Uh,
Ajay.
I have seen your video in Curious Parenting. Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
I think more than a 4 5 hour. I don't know. It's like it's a pretty long video. I understood. Now, for me, I want to ask you a question. Like you say 0 to 21, wherein uh, people can
Yeah.
explore this kind of a learning, right? And you said like between 3 to 8, right? It's like we can come once in a week and explore the thing. And after 9 years, like they can stay back in your campus and learn, right?
Sure.
Like as I am already I have already a 9 year old daughter. Should I worry like I already missed out 9 years?
Well, whether you want to worry or not, that's already over. So let's forget what is over. We, okay, let's start wherever we are today and take it from there. I can only say that, right? It anyway does not matter how many years are gone by. What matters is today, and obviously tomorrow will again come tomorrow. So what I would suggest for you and for others, especially with older children, is come over, stay with us for a week. Yeah. If you like this whole idea of child-based education, we have an option of, we call it Experience Week, where you come for a week and as a family and you stay with us in our campus 1 week, Monday to Friday. And then you experience how this whole thing works. So till now we are only talking. Yeah, talking can be lead to a lot of analysis, thinking, all of that. That is not the best thing. The best thing is to come and experience. When you are here, we won't talk, in the sense not talk these things, then you will actually experience it. Because Ajay, if you come with your child, you will also be a learner for us and your child will also be a learner. It will not be that the parent and child has come. For us, if you, your wife and your child comes, 3 learners have come, and all 3 of you will be learners here, just like all of us are. And then we will explore this whole learning together, and then you will get the idea yourself. So my if anybody is really interested in what we are talking about, okay, um, whether you want to join ROA or not is not the point, right? The You can do a wonderful journey at home also, like how Preeti has been doing, right? So it's not like that you everybody has to be a part of the campus of ROE, not at all, not at all, right? So I'm giving the link of the experience thing. We have about now 5 weeks, 1 week in no, yeah, about 5 weeks left, about 4 weeks left in April. May we are closed, and then we have again weeks in June and July open. So you can come and actually experience for a week, and that will give you a much better idea.
Okay, I was texting. I don't know. Either it's your number or somebody else. I asked for them a 1 day visit to Arohi. They said like every Thursdays will be
Yeah,
open.
one day visit is also there, though I wouldn't give it too much value. You can come for a half. It's called a half day visit because you come in the morning and leave by around 2 o'clock. You can come for a half day visit also if you feel like coming for a half day visit first and then explore the. See, it's a very short visit, so you will just get a like a spectator. You will get the idea. But when you come for a week stay, you will not be a spectator. You will be a participator. That's a different idea totally,
Yeah.
right? When you are already there as one of us, you will be for that week. You are part of the community, right? You're part of the whole group here. So that's what I really would like to. But if you would like to come first for a Thursday visit, you're most welcome. That option is available. I will give you the link of the calendar where you can see which Thursdays are available, and you can see which Thursday you want to come, and you can just WhatsApp at the same number, and we will send you the schedule for Thursday. This is the WhatsApp number. I've just put the link for the calendar also and for the WhatsApp number also.
Okay. If I want to visit for a week, that also that the same thing is available in the
No,
calendar.
no, no. Yeah, yeah. Calendar, all the weeks are available, but for the week stay, you will have to register. The registration form is available at the link I've given the first, the experience link.
Okay.
Yeah. Only for a half day visit, you don't need to register and all, but you need to confirm with us on WhatsApp.
This Thursday is available.
Yeah,
That
please see the calendar.
okay. Okay.
Please see the calendar. It will just take you 2 minutes. Yes, Anu, please. You can speak in any language, whichever language, whoever is comfortable. Sometimes
Yeah.
people are not comfortable with English. Please go ahead and speak your language.
Namaste, sir. Is it
Yes.
audible?
Yes, yes, yes. Please go ahead, Anu. Yes,
Uh,
absolutely. You can call me Ratnesh. I'm not any sir or anything. I'm just
okay.
like you, a parent who has just the difference is I've done this journey with my children. My daughter is now 27, married. My son is 21. Both of them professionals. No school, no college, no degree, no
Yeah,
certificate.
I have हाँ on same topic मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है आपसे कि जैसे अभी आपके बेटे और बेटी हैं वो प्रोफेशनल किस में है अभी क्योंकि आपने उनको उसी तरह से
Sorry,
बड़ा किया
थोड़ी voice मेरे लिए break कर रही है. Is it clear for others? Yeah, just come maybe little closer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me, Anu. Can you speak? Can you repeat, please? एक बारी repeat करिए, please.
ओके
नहीं, I'm not able to hear you. Wait, wait, wait. आपकी आवाज is not clear. Hmm. Are you using some headphones or anything? Yeah.
Probably.
You disconnect the headphones. Just use your device directly. Yeah, no, I think it's a headphone issue. You just remove the headphones. That will be better. No, still not clear. Another thing you can try is you can off your video and then we can see if we can hear you clearly. Yeah, can you speak now? No, Anu, it is not working. Maybe you log out and log in again. I I think that may work because I can't hear. You just log out of this session and again just log in into this same link. Right. So I think Anu has logged out to log in back. But meanwhile, uh, if more people have thoughts or questions, yeah, anybody has wants to.
Yeah, I just want to hear from Preeti again. What was the reason, Preeti, that you chose to go with child-based education? I think you might have some points or something which you can share with us.
You will believe me if I'll tell you, right?
Definitely, definitely.
We heard our child. We listened to her. She wanted to leave the like when COVID hit. She was 7 year old. She was going for third standard, and this online schooling started. She said, "I don't like this. I don't want to do this kind of schooling." Okay, and that is the day from when she is not doing school.
Okay. Okay. It's because she chose not to
Yes.
not school. That's right.
Aditya, you didn't ask me. Very bad. I'm feeling left out because mine will be an even more surprising answer for you.
Please,
Okay,
please.
but
Yeah, please go
yeah,
ahead.
but
Ask,
we'll
ask.
see.
It's a
Let's.
nice one.
Okay, but we will come to mine. Let me hear Anu first, and then
Yeah.
I will tell you. Yeah, let there be little suspense around it. Yeah, Anu, let's try now.
जी सर
हाँ,
वो सॉरी
अभी
रत्नेश
क्लियर है एकदम रत्नेश. हाँ.
वो मैं पूछ रही थी कि आप अभी बताए थे कि आपके बेटे और बेटी कुछ ही कोई पर्टिकुलर चीज में प्रोफेशनल है
हम्म.
सो हाउ मतलब कैसे बच्चे अगर अपने आप से कुछ ना कुछ करते रहते हैं तो वो कैसे एट एट द एंड मतलब उनको कैसे पता चलेगा कि चलो मुझे नीट करना डॉक्टर की फील्ड में जाना है इंजीनियरिंग के फील्ड में जाना है हाउ दे विल compete विद दोज एग्जाम अगर उन्होंने शुरू से ही मतलब अपने आप से ही सब कुछ किया है
सो पहली बात तो अनु डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर सिर्फ दो प्रोफेशंस हैं. देर मेरे ख्याल से एटलीस्ट 10 लाख और प्रोफेशंस हैं और वो भी उतने ही सुंदर हैं जितने डॉक्टर और इंजीनियर हैं. तो पहली बात तो हमें वो डॉक्टर इंजीनियर के उससे निकलना पड़ेगा. हम है ना जो वो एक एक बना दिया था एक द वर्ल्ड हैज मेड वन हैड मेड. अभी तो इट इज नो मोर एप्लीकेबल. अभी तो कोई भी प्रोफेशन बहुत सुंदर है. तो अगर हम खुल के देखें तो दुनिया का कोई भी प्रोफेशन बहुत सुंदर है इंक्लूडिंग बीइंग जस्ट अ होम मेकर. माय मदर वाज अ होम मेकर ऑल हर लाइफ एंड व्हाट अ वंडरफुल person she was and a wonderful profession she chose. I am so very glad that she chose that profession. I have no. So I'm saying let's not think कि हमें सिर्फ इसी तरह से जीवन जीना है या यही एक वो है. हर एक को everybody has a choice. आपने जो दूसरा क्वेश्चन पूछा उनको कैसे पता लगेगा तो मैं आपसे एक और उल्टा क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ. अगर आप आपके आसपास देखेंगे आपके फ्रेंड्स रिलेटिव्स कजन्स आपके कजन्स नॉट आपके बच्चे की कितने लोगों ने हाउ मेनी पीपल आर डूइंग वर्क इन द फील्ड जिसमें उन्होंने डिग्री ली और कितने लोग चेंज करके कुछ और ही कर रहे हैं. एंड यू विल फाइंड एटलीस्ट 50% कुछ और कर रहे हैं.
करेक्ट
करेक्ट. तो वो उन्होंने भी तो कहीं से ढूंढा कि मुझे ये नहीं करना. ये डिग्री गई. डिग्री इज ऑफ नो यूज. आई वांट टू डू सम अदर फील्ड एंड इन दैट फील्ड दे हैड नो डिग्री बट स्टिल दे वेंट अहेड एंड बिल्ड देमसेल्व्स इन दैट फील्ड. तो अगर हम लोग आगे जाके चेंज कर सकते हैं कहीं और किसी और फील्ड में भी जा सकते हैं तो ये लोग तो यंग हैं. इन लोग को तो बहुत एनर्जी है बहुत जोश है. दे आर वेरी वेरी super excited about themselves. That's the important thing. They're excited about themselves. They're not excited about anything else. And they want to achieve, they want to do. I'll give you one example, Anu. My son at 13 years said, मुझे football खेलनी है. We said, okay, you want to play football? Play football. So he started playing football 365 days. And believe me, 365 days, he will not come for any function. He will not go for any family trip. He will say, no, I can't miss my football. So 365 days football. Obviously, no studies. वो तो वो
तो
कभी करता
एनी
ही नहीं था.
सॉरी
सुनिए मेरी बात. तो वो सिर्फ फुटबॉल खेलता था और कुछ भी नहीं करता था. फुटबॉल से रिलेटेड एक्सरसाइज करेगा जिम जाएगा फुटबॉल के वीडियोस देखेगा फुटबॉल की बुक्स पढ़ेगा फुटबॉल के इंटरव्यूज सुनेगा वो अलग है. But he was totally focused on football. For how many years? 5 years. From 13 till 18. At 18 and a half, एक दिन we were having lunch together. At that time, he announces, I'm quitting football. Bye bye, football. We said, okay, what happened? He says, no, now I'm no more interested the way I was interested for 5 years. We said, okay, what do you want to do next? In 1 minute, we all are also saying, it's okay. If you want to leave football, what's the big deal? Right? Now, what you want to do? He says, I will tell you in 1 week's time. Next Monday, so this was Sunday, so 8 days later, next Monday, he comes up with a whole plan. This is what he wants to do. So if you look at those 5 years when he was exploring only football, you know what he developed? He developed himself. He developed all kinds of abilities himself, right? From how to work hard, how to get up at 3 o'clock and go to gym and then go to practice for 5 hours, then how to plan his nutrition, then how to plan this, how to connect with the therapist, how to connect this. So many things, all of the socialization things somebody was asking, or everything he developed in those 5 years. So when he quit football, he was ready for the world. Not necessarily in the football field, in any field, whichever field he's chosen, he's now enjoying doing working in that field. Not that it's easy, not that it's difficult. Life is not about easy, difficult. Life is about living it. We all have problems, we all have successes, we all have failures. And he's in the same journey. He's just like one of us. So when you say ki how will a child do it, how will the child figure out, that is the whole idea. The child has all the resources. If we give them the space to develop those resources, then they will develop it. Once he said quit to football, and the way he planned, we said, okay, now we don't have to bother about him. Now he can do whatever he wants to do in his life. You know, so that's just to give you an example, since you quoted my own child's example, that is how they build themselves. And as Preeti was saying, we have to trust in their abilities, not only because they have the abilities, because we want them to develop the abilities, all the abilities to think, to plan, to meet people, to find solutions, to connect, to overcome problems, overcome challenges, failures, because a lot of failures will come in life. So
Correct.
that is the whole idea.
सो आई कैन मतलब मैं इससे ये समझ पा रही हूँ कि आरोही लाइफ एजुकेशन इज ऑल अबाउट अपने आप से जो करना है करो, दैट्स इट,
नहीं,
गाइडेंस।
नॉट नॉट अपने आप से जो करना है, बहुत पूरी दुनिया आपकी हेल्प करेगी, अपने आप से नहीं करना है। हेल्प लो, सपोर्ट लो, साथ लो, कोलैबोरेशन करो, ग्रुप्स में वर्क करो, अपने आप से नहीं करना है, लेकिन आपको ड्राइव करना है। यू आर द लीडर ऑफ योर लाइफ, बिकॉज द चाइल्ड इज द लीडर ऑफ हिज लाइफ. Why should I be the leader of his life? He is the leader of his life. Only
करेक्ट।
leadership. So it is called self-directed learning. एक और term है self-directed learning, meaning I am the director of my movie, right? But I can choose a lot of other players who will be actors who will be in my movie. I can choose my friends, I can choose my mentors, I can choose my guides, I can choose people who can professionally help me when I get into professional life, or at lower life I can choose teachers, I can choose mentors. I can choose teaching for anything. If I want to today learn music, I can choose a teacher, go to a teacher and learn. But I can decide what I want to learn, and which teacher I want to learn. And if I don't like the teacher, I can change the teacher also. If the teacher does not like me, the teacher can change me also. So both ways. So we need to connect with each other, but I need to build it one by one.
ओके।
But the support system is all there. The biggest supports are the parents. And obviously at Aarohi, the biggest advantage is a big community of so many families who have done this already, whose children are already adults, who are already in the field, plus all of them who are doing it now. So this whole community is there to support each other.
ओके। सो ओके, रेस्ट फॉर नाउ, नो क्वेश्चन।
Yeah, think, yeah, Nikunj, you
थैंक यू।
wanted to ask something.
Hi, thanks
Hi,
for this information. So maybe I missed the beginning part, but it's fine.
sure.
Maybe we'll catch up one more
Yeah,
session.
but the recording is also there. You can catch up in the recording.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have two questions. One is it okay to visit the center with 1.5 years old kid?
Yes, good you asked this question. My answer is no, don't visit now. It's too early.
Okay.
The most
Hmm.
beautiful center is your house. Okay. And the most beautiful person you should meet is your 1.5-year-old. Right. So please enjoy him. Please understand him. He is the guru. We should be the disciple. We think
Okay.
we are the ones who know everything, but about the child, only the child knows, right? His likes, his dislike, his tendency, his strengths, his things. He will show you, he will guide you at any age, whether 1.5 or 3 or 6 or 9 or 15 or 18. The child will guide us if we allow the child to guide us. But we are normally, most of us, in a hurry that I know already as an adult, I know everything, so I will guide you. Okay. So even Anu, for you, the question is not that all the support is there, but the children will seek whose support they need, which teacher, which guide, which mentor, whom they need their help with, right? It is not that they need to all the time. We need to connect with them, talk to them all the time. Not at all. They can come to us, and they can find from us. So when the children know that, okay, my family is available, a community is available, a support group is available, that's it. That's all they need. The feeling that there are people with me, that's more than enough. Rest, they all have all the resources. So
Yeah.
Nikunj, abhi don't hurry to come to campus.
Mhm.
It's too early. You will be more taking care of the child rather than actually understanding this. uh, just enjoy. If you want, I would suggest join Jagriti first. That will make a huge difference even to understand a 1.5 year old. And the earlier you do Jagriti, the more in the coming years you will be able to understand the child very deeply, and hence, and also able to understand how you would like to connect and build the connections with your child. So I would suggest, um, you do the Jagriti program. And right now your home is a beautiful campus, plus wherever you go with your child is a beautiful campus. The whole world is a beautiful place. Please explore. Right now, no need of going anywhere in terms of education. He is the education machine. He is the system.
True. Right now we are in a situation where we both are working, so we
Good.
have to place her for few hours at daycare because of
That's
some
okay. That's all
family
is okay.
expectations.
Logistics is okay. Yeah, yeah. At some stage, different logistics, different ages, different logistics. Don't worry about that. If you have to
Mm.
place her in some day school, if she is with grandparents sometimes, other relatives, and that's all is fine. That is absolutely not an issue.
I
Yeah,
would
and
highly recommend doing Jagriti at this point in time because since you mentioned that time is the thing and your child is 1.5, so Jagriti will definitely help you guys because it is an online session which happens in the evening hour, like 8. What is the time? 8 to
8
8,
to 10, yes.
8
I'm
to 10.
giving the link. More details are
yeah,
there.
Yes.
We have a batch in
So
June. Yeah.
yeah, so June coming up batch is also there. So I would highly, highly recommend that, to be very honest with you. Believe me, I've done it 4 times and I still wish to do it fifth time. So just it's an amazing course and amazing thing to do with yeah.
Yeah, I've
yeah,
given the link, Ajay, for the Jagriti program. You can see the details. You can also register now. Okay, Aditya is asking, why did you choose child-based education? Okay, in some ways, I already shared that at the beginning, the learnings that we got from children. Specifically, one of the incident which actually made us totally dive into it was, initially my daughter was going to a school, um, till about fourth standard. Actually, she was going to a school, and in fourth standard, uh, if you at the end of the fourth standard, they gave her a report card, and she was like A plus in everything, right? A plus, A plus, A plus, A plus everywhere. And we said, sorry, this education is not working, right? I don't want an education where my child has A plus everywhere. This education isn't making any difference in my child. In fact, my child has already figured out at the fourth standard how to get A plus in everything. Where is the failure? Where are the challenges? Where is my child in this education? There are only A pluses in this education. So we decided after that result that we don't want her to go to school, because we felt that that is too much of already pre-programmed education. We want her to explore herself. So we took her out of the school in 2007, and we said, do whatever you want to do the whole day. And she could do all kinds of things. Suddenly she was so excited because she could do this. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? And yes, obviously she can do this, she can do this, she can do this. Then she can dance for hours. She can even watch movies for hours. She can do this for hours. She could play a board game for hours. She can travel for weeks and months together. So that's the initial 1 year, and after then 2008 we started Aarohi, because more people started saying, hey, you're already doing it with your daughter, why don't you start something so that we all can also join. So that's how 11 families joined in 2008, and Aarohi started. So that's how we started child based education, because we felt that the conventional education is too much A plus, and we don't want A plus. We want Fs in life. Life is more fun with all the failures. If there are no failures, what is the big deal, right? Then there is nothing. So that was how we looked at it. You have talked about, you are asking to understand the professional journey. Will my kid not say in future? So, Aditya, the big difference between a conventional education and this kind of journey where we are with the child together is that the child doesn't need to say at the end of it, right? We are discussing, reflecting, debating on a daily basis. So if a child is feeling uncomfortable about anything, the child can say it at 6 years, at 8 years, at 12 years, at 13 years, at 18 years, at any point of time, right? It's not like at the end we will ask, okay, did we take a right decision? No, there is no, because there is no decision taken. Each part, the child has to take a decision. Same thing when my daughter had to give 10th, we asked her, you are 15, do you want to give 10? In fact, actually we didn't ask. She came and told us, all the children at 15 give 10th. I'm turning 15. Do I need to give 10? I said, what do you want? We all said, what do you want? She said, I don't see a reason to give 10. We said, okay. So it's not like that we are forcing children to do something according to us. We are constantly, as Preeti was also saying, constantly listening to them, hearing them, understanding them, investing in them. Not that all their decisions are correct, not that all my decisions are correct, isn't it? So we are both as humans who are equal to each other, right? We may not be equal in size, but we are equal in our resources, in our capabilities. And with that understanding, we all work with each other. So later on, questions don't arise. Yeah. So
We
that's
are
how.
all part of the crime together. So the crime doesn't then come to us. You are the one who's done the
Yes.
crime.
So the
The
decision is
crime we have done
theirs.
together.
They
Yeah.
won't come back afterwards, because they decided at every moment what is it that they wanted to do. In fact, I was giving example of my son. Every 6 months, we will ask him, "Do you want to continue football?" He said, "Yes." Okay, good. Okay, and he himself came and said when he did not want to continue. So see, it is his decisions. He is taking it. He can't come back and say, "No, no. Why didn't you stop me from playing football? You wanted to play football." But again, there are no regrets. We don't work with regrets, because everything that you invest yourself in develops you. That's the beauty of it, right? It is not just by going in a school or getting a test or an exam or reading a textbook we become something. We all know that very well, right? In fact, half of the things we learned in school or college we forgotten. Half kya, more than half, 90% I have forgotten. So it's not that makes us something. If we realize that, then it isn't about a particular journey. Yeah. So the you can there are a lot of actually case studies, including my son has his own video there where he's talking about his journey. So if you want to look at those, I will give you the link of case studies. That will give you how different children, uh,
Yeah, that
because
helps.
each child's journey is very, very unique and different. It's not like a one formula or one way of doing it, because each child is very different. That's the whole idea. We don't have any formulas. There's no need. We have children. When we have children, why do we need formulas? There are the formulas for themselves. And their formulas will evolve, change, they will grow as individuals, unique individuals. Yes, Nikunj, you wanted to ask something. We'll probably take that as the last question. It's already 6:20. So we'll take
Yeah.
Nikunj's question as last question. And then if you want to discuss more, please feel free to join again as many Saturdays as you want to. If you want to come for a day's visit, I've already given the WhatsApp number. You can ping, check in the calendar. If you want to come for a week stay, please go ahead and register on that experience page. I've given that link. And yes, if you want to be part of, which I would recommend, be part of Jagriti program in the June, you can go ahead and register. Yes, Nikunj, we'll take that as the last
Yeah.
one.
So uh, there is a one powerful habit called begin with end in mind. So I would like to know your thought for particularly in this child-based education.
Okay, so begin with end in mind is probably good for a task. If I'm making dosas, I should know what dosas I will be serving to Nikunj, right? But it's not a good saying if I have to think in terms of life. My life will end when I die. Should I think about death and then work backwards? No, 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 no. So life is a continuous evolution, right? So I take your saying is important, but that's more for a specific purpose. If I if I have to reach, let's say, Chennai today, then I should have the task in mind that okay, I need to reach Chennai by, let's say, 4 o'clock because I'm meeting somebody at 5 o'clock, right? So I have to work backwards. What time I should leave from my home? So that's okay, right? But let's say if I have to make, let's say if I have to make friends, that's not with an end in mind. Nah? I don't connect with people with an end in mind. I connect with people for the joy of being with people. For example, Preeti, she's such an amazing friend for so long, as in their whole family is like a family now, right? But we didn't meet thinking with an end in mind. We met because, and we worked on, helped, supported, breathed with each other, met and lived with each other, and living with each other for the joy of being together. So I think education is the same, because education doesn't end anywhere. I'm sure, Nikunj, you are still learning in your whatever field you are in your life also, in terms of emotions, in terms of your relatives, your social life, everything. We're all the time learning. There is no end to it. Right? When COVID came, suddenly all our lives turned around, and then we had to reconfigure our lives in those 2 years. Right? So many of us had to. So life is all the time making us learn. So learning doesn't stop. It does not have an end, and we don't need to have an end in mind. If I want to play guitar today, I don't have an end in mind. I just want to play guitar. In fact, I do play drums, and I don't play with any end objective. And when I'm playing drums, I don't want to reach the end. I want to play. you know that's the beauty of the word play. I think the word education should be replaced with the word play, because we play guitar, because we play with colors, because we play with people, because we play. Life is all about play, and play does not have an outcome. Play has a joy in it. Yes, a particular game may get over and then you start another one. Let's say if I'm playing badminton, but I'm always playing badminton in that sense. I will go back and play another game tomorrow. So I would say, if I were allowed, I would change the word from education to play, and I would say, let's play, because that's what life is all about. We are playing with professions. Yeah, somebody's doing something, changing something, and so on. So that's how I look at it. And then the biggest person each one of us is playing with is ourselves. That's the only real person we are working with, right? All of us all the time are working with ourselves. So the real education is working with myself, if at all. Or the real play is with myself. Rest of the world is just tools and resources and connections. But finally, it is me who I work on, whether I'm a child or whether I'm 81 years old. So that's what life is all about. Maybe I'm getting a little philosophical, so maybe it's time to say bye bye before too much
Yeah.
philosophy
Thanks.
happens.
Yeah, like this perspective. Thank you.
Yes, Anu. Yeah, Anu. Oh, I can't hear you. Mhm.
So again, log out and comes. So better she logs out and comes next Saturday. Anu, you're not audible.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Maybe the technology is saying next Saturday, come again. Right? We'll talk more. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody. And thank you for
Thank you.
joining. Yeah. Thank you.